happening, folks? Gerald here, aka J490, coming at you with another reaction, another Mariah Carey reaction, but this is Mariah Carey featuring Joe, featuring Nas, with Thank God I Found You, the Make It Last remix, which is one of my favorite Mariah remixes, and one of the scenarios of Mariah doing a re-record remix that I think is better than the original. I have always preferred this version to the regular version. With not that there's anything wrong with that version's just a little bit more poppy and a little bit more cute, you know. But the Make It Last remix, now I'm gonna also keep it real too, I prefer that to the original Keith Sweat version. I really this is everything for me. And then Nas in the mix too, the beat too, the music video I love as well. But I've never seen this, that there's a live performance of it, and I'm very excited about that. That I had no idea that she performed this live. So, you know, but it's funny. In this, I always associate this song with the video, because it's when Mariah had the micro braids and they were flying everywhere, and I loved it. I love that look on her, and I'm very excited to see how this all translates live. So before we get to the video, I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe, ring that bell for notification. Remember, the goal for this channel is 10,000 subscribers, that we're on our way there. Now, without further ado, this is Mariah Carey featuring Joe and Nas with Thank God I Found You, the Make It Last remix.
I will give everything before I separate myself from you. After so much suffering, I finally found unvarnished truth. Without you beside me, I can't see.
I love this. I did not expect this, and I love it. That is the blending of the version. This is the 98 Degrees version, so I'm loving this so far. I did not expect that. I thought they were just going to come out with the hip-hop version, but okay. I like this start, so. Quiet. Okay. Hey!
Throw your hands up!
Come on,
Throw your hands up! Nas in your area. Let's show the world you my golden girl. When we shopping, see you on the street, they say Nas scoop the hot one. Tastes like banana cake. You shaped like the number 8, but you number 1 candidate. I can't lose you. Like a bet in the Vegas, cruise you. Sweating knowing these players, what you boo. Get the chills when you in my sight. Feel like you're meant to be right. I get a rush when I kiss you at night. Joe,
She my baby girl.
where y'all at?
They are hands trying hard to tell. She'll be lounging in my cradle tonight.
Ladies, come on.
Typically I thought and say this, but you see, your love has got me fading. No girl ever made. No.
All right.
That's right.
I'm gonna be here night after night to feel your loving arms around me, baby. You make it alright.
All right.
No one but you, baby, can make me feel
Yes.
the way you make me feel.
Side to side, y'all. Come on. We make it last. We make it last. Up top, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that was a quick change.
Mariah's always gonna keep it real. Mariah's always gonna. That was a quick ass change. That was a quick change. So I loved it. I loved it. I loved the energy too, and I loved the background dancers. I did not expect that at all. It's funny. At first, I'm so used to when a Mariah performance, especially for like "Thank God I Found You," I'm used to the choir presence, and so it totally threw me. When I think of a big old group of people in Mariah Carey, I think that they're naturally the choir, but no, they were the dancers. They did good. They did good. I love that. I love that. And it's so funny. For the longest time, that song, that remix version too, above all things, was my favorite thing about the Rainbow Era. The Rainbow Era really grew on me, and I want to say it's only really been the last three or 4 years where I really do have an appreciation for the era that I do now. And that, not even the era, the album itself, the music itself. And so, honestly, putting it out there, the original version of Thank God I Found You, I did not like for a good little while. It was always a thing of like, where the remix is so perfect, it's like, why is this not the official version? Why is this not the only version? But in time, I grew to really love it too. I grew to really love the original version, and it's actually a little similar with Heartbreaker too, now that I think about it, where I love the If You Should Ever Be Lonely remix, and I love the, let's just say it, the honest to God truth when it comes to me, I love every remix of Heartbreaker more than the original version of Heartbreaker. So, yeah, but the Brat and Missy remix, that should be the main version to me. The Brat and Missy remix is it. That's the one. That's the one. So, but and then like I said, hey, I feel similar about the Joe, Mariah, and Nas combination of Thank God I Found You. You know, that's the one. That's the one. But I love multiple recordings of remixes though. That, like I said, Mariah, Mary J. Blige, they specialized in the multiple versions, and I love that. I love that. So, what is your? This opens the door for what is your favorite Mariah remix? You know, I guess for me, this is close. This would be a top 3. But what is very likely number 1 is the Always Be My Baby remix. Of course, it has Escape and the Brat for like, that's the one we all know. But I like the acapella one. I like the acapella one with just Mariah and Escape. There's something so special about that. And I love it that it also samples one of my favorite songs of all time, SOS Band's Tell Me If You Still Care. That's one of my favorite songs of all time, but that instrumental is everything to me. And so, with both the official remix with the Brat and then the acapella with Just Escape, I love them both so much. But that acapella hits really, really. There's something really intimate about that acapella mix, actually. I think that's what it is. And so that's probably my favorite remix. But then the honorable mentions would be, I forgot what the name of the remix is, but I love the dance remix to Butterfly, where it's essentially she's singing the whole song. She's not using any of the soft voice. She's singing it out throughout the whole song and just screaming Butterfly, and I love it. I love it. I love it. And so there's that. I would love if she did an entire album where she did, and I know about the remixes in 2003, but no, if she did like a special remix album where she took those songs that she already did this for and put them on there, but then also maybe other versions, maybe other interpretations of other songs in her discography that she could see that way. Like, hey, have we thought about a jazz version of Vision of Love? Have we thought about a blues version of Can't Let Go? You know, I would love to see what that kind of project would look like. So I'm also curious about your answer, because I love when artists do this. I love that I can ask the same question with Mary J. Blige. What's your favorite Mary J. Blige remix? So, and I know Janet Jackson has a few. Michael Jackson, Prince absolutely has more than a few. I am excited to talk about that in the comments. And I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please go ahead, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. And let's go for my channel. In terms of subscribers, it's 10,000. We can get there, but I'm going to need your help to do it. And if you want to follow me on social media, that's in the description below. If you would like to donate to myself and the channel, that's also in the description below. You can also consider funding a request, which is basically if you tip me any amount of money and just let me know this is for you to do this video, that video will be done and posted as soon as possible. So possibly tomorrow. So consider that. But then too, I want to also just encourage, I've noticed, I think it's like a newer addition, but that heart thing down there, that heart thing down there, if you can, please tip your YouTubers. It's a lot of work to do this kind of stuff and to maintain this kind of stuff. And I'm new to the party with that, but if you can, it goes a long way. It goes a very long way. But either way, even if you can't, then that's understandable too. If you don't want to, that's understandable too. But you know, if you can, it's a nice thing to do. It's a nice thing to do. So you can also consider joining my Patreon, being a patron on the Patreon. On there, you're going to get early access to videos like these. You're going to get Patreon-only reactions to videos like these. And your messages, your questions, all that kind of stuff. They have a priority on there over all other social media platforms because, you know, Patreon kind of helps me live. So I very much appreciate that and appreciate all of my patrons. And I appreciate every single one of you who press play on this here video. And beyond everything else, please take care of yourself and each other.
I can feel everything.